quiet night. At the risk of jinxing myself, the week has started out really quiet. One fire out in Lawrence, Kansas, way out in the country by Clinton Lake that I don't think it's worth going out to, but I may find out later. 10 people died. No, I hope not. But yeah, and I went in and there's no TVUs. I hope that there's at least one. I mean, there's the big ones, and then there's the trucks, and my Sony streamer. But yeah, they're all in Las Vegas, I guess, for some big something that's going on down there involving Kansas City. I don't know what. Anyway,
Cover 64.
Go to Trip Quick here and get some vittles and hope it stays quiet. It's cooler today, but it's still pretty this morning. That's very loud and annoying. Alright. So we were here doing live shots on the FIFA World Cup that's going to happen in Kansas City.
5231.
And events are going to be held here. Some of the games will be held here. So now I gotta turn in my super huge TVU, and I think I'll go have a warm drink and third space. Okie dokie. I didn't say all right. It is time to get a hot drink. I think. I smell coffee. It smells good. Hey, how you doing? That was a very pleasant experience in there, even though I'm tired. It's my bedtime. And it goes back to the whole role of the third space, which is not really to serve food or coffee, it's to serve companionship. And I think they do it well in there. And some places do, some places don't. Some places get lost in the gourmet aspect of it. Although, that can be nice too, but coffee is the, I don't know if I'm using the right term here, the elixir. It replaces, it replaces alcohol, and bars serve as a third space too. But if you go into a bar all the time, every night, and hang out in a bar, kind of like Cheers is an example of that, then I mean, it can be all right, but for the most part, a lot of people can't handle that, and it leads to bad habits, But coffee houses, if you go to them, I guess you can drink too much coffee, but you don't have to drink coffee. You can drink tea, or you can drink a soda, and nobody's expecting anything of you, They're not expecting you to, when I go hang out in a bar, sometimes people get get downright upset. Why don't you drink alcohol? You're in a bar. And I'm like, because I'm not here for, like, I don't need the alcohol. I'm here for the companionship, you know. I don't want to sit at home and stare at the four walls and go crazy doing that. This thing is really shrill. Oops. So, yeah, you know, it's like my happy hour. I go there after work. You know, this place I go on Mondays. And it serves a purpose for me. You know, there's some friendly people in there, and I like to talk. And sometimes I don't because I'm always so tired. That's the downside of it, is I'm really tired and not always super talkative. I get stuck in my phone, but that's all right too. You know, I work on my stuff. And a girl was sitting next to me, and she was pretty much doing the same thing, although she was writing in her journal with a pen and paper and everything. And I'm doing the same thing, but I'm using more a technological approach and multimedia, and not so much writing, but expressing myself through pictures and videos and a few captions. But you know, I might get back to writing a few of my thoughts down, but I look back on those and I go, man, how corny can I be? And you know, my main mission is right now to try and get caught up and keep it up for at least a year, so that I can get my archive set, and then every year I add to it. All I have to do is copy my archives down and, you know, and double check them and make sure they're okay, and see if there's anything I need to add. Because every time I do it, I'm so not disorganized, but I change my mind in so many ways on how to write the stuff down and store it, that I don't know, that I kind of made it hard for myself, because every time I change. And I saw somewhere, somebody was saying that Google, not YouTube, but Google is trying to get rid of archive stuff. Like, they're trying to delete it all. Ooh, that truck had just threw something big and metal on the ground. And I think part of that is if it hasn't been looked at or viewed in a long time. I think what they're doing is they're making like videos. I can't say it. They're moving them to unlisted or private, and they're making that decision, not the, you know, they're saying that I made that decision. I don't remember making that decision. I'm finding a lot of my videos have been moved to private or unlisted, which means that they were not going to get viewed. And so I'm going back and I'm relisting them as public, republishing them, and putting them in my archives. And, you know, they're going to be looked at least once a year, and I'm going to double check that and make sure if it's moved to private or unlisted, I'm going to. And what's kind of disgusting about that is some videos are set to private mode, and you can't access them because it won't give you a link back to the original source. So you click on it and it won't let you even find the video source. So there's some videos I can't even, I don't know, they're just shenanigans. It's just, you know, they're trying to maximize profit. And some people say, I don't blame them. I'm like, well, you know, but they set themselves up as like an archive, and, you know, it's like they didn't go in originally and say, we're trying to make a profit off of this. That came later. They originally said, all this stuff is valuable and, you know, is for the people to express themselves. And then, you know, when the blood gets in the water, they change their minds all of a sudden. So, kvetch. And I need to stop kvetching because I make these videos really long when I do that. But I start out talking about third spaces and than journaling and archiving. But you never know how things will be valuable in the future. And people say, well, you sound like you're full of yourself. No, I find that stuff you do, everybody does, every little thing every day builds a picture, a mosaic picture of what things are like. And of course, nobody cares about it in the moment. It's daily life stuff. But then as time goes on, people discover it and they go, wow, especially people of a younger generation, and they'd be like, what is it like? Can you imagine if, for instance, during historic periods like Civil War in America, if you could really go to original source material and see what things were really like, and actually you can, but a lot of that stuff was lost. For instance, the Civil War equivalent to daily digital journaling and videos and stuff and pictures and blogging and vlogging were the glass plate photographs. And apparently, I'm going to watch this guy here. Apparently, a lot of them were taken. There were a lot of those things were taken. Like every day, somebody was out taking pictures. Every battle, and that took a lot of work. But what happened was, immediately after the Civil War, people lost interest in it. And so they were using these glass plates, like hanging them up in greenhouses and putting them as windows in greenhouses. There were so many of them, and they all got pretty much destroyed. So there isn't that much left. And it was like, so we lose a huge picture of what daily life was like back then and what it actually was like, because people didn't see any value in it at the time, and they just kind of, threw them in the garbage. And that's what we do now with a lot of things. But now, instead of heavy glass plates, we can now do it in a digital format that takes up no room. Oh, look at the police hanging out over here. I better slow down a little. Oops. So anyway, yeah. There's a speed trap. It looks to be an empty or abandoned building, but I'm not sure that's completely true. It's some sort of senior community center, according to the Google Maps. It's a pretty big building. And I don't think anybody's been injured in this. Definitely a pretty big response. And I'm going to get my video and see if I can get some information. Hey, we're only live in the 5, and I wasn't going to, but the opportunity strikes, so I'm going to go to the nearest, earliest open coffee house, which is this one here in the farmer's market. And and the parking here is not spendy. They open at 6:30, so, and it's a nice atmosphere, nice environment here. It's quiet. It's a good morning place. So let's do it.
Copy that, thank you.
After I back in and park here.
I see our notes that says scene is secure. RPD on scene.
324, clear.
Woohoo! All right. The sun is just starting to come up over the city. Gorgeous. Let's go get some coffee. This is a nice, cozy little spot. Ooh, coffee. Coffee. A view. Oh, since the holidays and the cold weather, we haven't been doing this, so it's time to get back into it. Next Tuesday is Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras. Oh boy. A lot going on next Tuesday and Wednesday, but we'll see on that. Steamer. Second night in a row with a fire. This time it's a house fire. I heard that this house is occupied on the scanner, so I can see a car in the driveway too. Firefighters are still working it. So I'm live here at Union Station again. How'd I guess? There is a big fire here, 39th and Main. It's kind of changed our plans. Firefighters have evacuated. It's really smoky. We're still several blocks north. And firefighters have evacuated, and it's actually kind of a whole block of buildings. It's kind of a historic landmark in Kansas City. I can see a lot of smoke. Yeah, my reporter went. Let's see where she went. Let me touch base with her. We're going to the other side to check it out, because I heard them say on the scanner it was more on the walnut side in the back, which isn't as great visually, but you know, go where the news is. Yeah, I can see it here in the back. Let's get out and check it out. But let's stay out of the way of the firefighters. We're looking at the back side of the Warwick Theater, which is a pretty big landmark here in Westport area of Kansas City. And as I've said, they've at least got off the roof. I don't know about evacuating the building. You can see a firefighter is testing the roof, but he's not very sure about it. I hope they can minimize the damage to this structure. It's a pretty well-known area, although you may not recognize it all from the backside. It's basically Westport Road and Main Street. That over there is what used to be Harling's upstairs. There's been a lot of shops. A lot of people can remember the first floor. And I don't know what stage we're at here. You can see it's Warwick Theater. Huge presence of the fire department on this side and on the other side of the building. We're here on this side because I think this is where the fire started and where it's most active. It's tea time. My stomach's been acting up, so I better have tea instead of coffee. Tea. It's Wednesday. That means they're going to test the sirens at, what, 11? You know, the tornado sirens. That's what I'm hearing on the scanner. Is very annoying. They're doing a roll call. I hate roll calls. It's part of the test, I guess. I don't come up here that often. The views are kind of pretty, but they're sort of blotted out by all the tall buildings they built up here. This is Briarcliff, and Briarcliff is known for big, expensive houses, but Headrush has two outlets. The original one, which is in the former burger place, and there's a dog over here. Oh, there's a lady watching it. And the one up here in Briarcliff, which used to be a what was it? Another coffee place, but they gave up the ghost and sold all their stores. I don't know if they were from here and decided to go out of business, or if they were from somewhere else and decided they didn't want to do Kansas City anymore. And here's a sampling of some of the Briarcliff development here. This hillside one year was icy, and I about got stuck on it. Oh yeah, I was working at 41 too, and even though I was in an all-wheel drive car, the ice was so bad that it took me forever to get down it. And then I called up the crew that was doing weather that morning. It was Charlie and I think Tim, one of the photographers. Here's the hill right here. And I told them about it, and they came up here and did a couple of live shots talking about how bad and icy the roads were that morning. But anyway, I am it is that time. I had tea. Hopefully I won't have the stomach problems I had yesterday. Green tea, non-caffeinated. And I'm gonna go home and go to bed. Oh, and the temperature is it's moderating really well. It's in the mid 50s, and it's supposed to be close to 70 sometime. I don't know if it's today, but I wonder if when we get another storm that balances things back out, if we're going to get severe weather. That's always a possibility. We call this fake spring, the spring before the spring, but you take any good day you can. And so now, time to go home and go to Hey, how you doing? This is a suspicious death call. Police had police tape up and everything. This is the final stages of it. And we got a email earlier in the night from the police department saying that they were out here doing this, and as soon as I came on, I'm out here getting video of it, so we have it. We don't know much more than that. Today's live shot is a pretty tough assignment, I tell you. We're doing another chief story, and we're in our own lobby. So yeah, pretty bad gig, huh? But let's go get us some coffee and possibly a tamale. Goes without saying. Cool. And I got 2 tamales. I love tamales. And I love the view out this big window. Coffee. Gotta get Saya's viola taken care of. Maybe finally find that drum key. Taking the dongs out for their much needed outing out of the house. Before we go take Saya to Kwaya. Doggies, where are we? Where are we, doggies? Parkville, Barkville?
Barkville.
And Jimmy really needs to go because he's been stinking us out of the car. Saya better have the poo bags ready.
I don't have.
That's your fault. Guess you have to use your bare hands. So doggies.
Doggy doggies. Wait, are we walking in this area? Fudge.
There's another doggies. Bella.
This is all you hear. Why are you guys whining? Were you sad? Dummy? There's a dog. There's a dog.
What's going on, Spella?
Are we going to Parkville? Doggy Park? Doggies? There's lots of doggies. There's lots of doggies. There's lots of doggies.
Alright, we're here. We're get used to it. It's been a while. Too long. Crummy weather has kept us taking advantage of any good day and any time we have. Come on, Jim. There you go. Pretty sunset. Nice.
rolling ball. Ugh. Do you want to show again? Jimmy, out of the way. Come here. Sit. Rolling ball time. He's trying so hard to pick it up.
Downtown Parkville. We're looking for like soup and sandwich. Saya being silly. And Brothers Bar. We both have the same thing. The smash burger. River Key. Tea. Let me tell ya, tomorrow is going to be a busy day, start of a busy time. We'll see what happens on Sunday, but we got everything going on. Mardi Gras, Ash Wednesday, Valentine's Day. Ugh. So quite busy. So I better go home and get some Z's. Zzz. Yep, you know it. We're live at KCI. Could be worse gigs. Lots of people excited to go to Las Vegas. For some reason. There's a lot of people here. Yeah, I wonder where they're going. Craziness. Hey, how you doing? I wish I could say I was doing better. Health-wise, I'm fine. It's just a family crisis again, brought on by the same person. Just every day. Only this time, I think that person has gone too far, and you know, we're just looking at it like irredeemable, meaning there's no intent there to reform. And it's a situation that cannot be tolerated, and unfortunately, we have other people that we have to consider who are following this example, and they, you know, sometimes, unfortunately, some people serve to be an example for others, and that's not a great thing to be. And so I think we might be at our end. It may just be like anger and frustration speaking. You know, maybe we need to calm down, but I think that in light of looking at it like we have two other people we have to really think about that seem to have hope and are with the program, and then we have one person who's just every step of the way is defiantly to their own self-destruction made choices that it's like we've given them the choice to how would I say this, it's like between choosing family and security and having a future, or choosing just a momentary pleasure and throwing all that away. Consistently, we have chosen the momentary pleasure. And it's like dealing with an addict, and I think this is an addiction that we're dealing with. And to put it in a drastic way, this is why we see a lot, probably 80-90% of the homeless we see on the streets. Because I've actually had the opportunity to talk with homeless people, in the shelter setting, when they've decided they want to do something with their lives and turn it around. And one of the first things they say, oh shit, that's what I get for not mounting this very well in these potholy roads. Mine. Like I was saying, one of the first things a lot of homeless will tell you, that the way they got into that situation is they burned all their bridges with their family and friends, and they used everyone until they got tired of it and put them out. And that's where we're going, and it's sad. But we're trying very hard not to be judgy and give every opportunity and every chance. But there comes a time when it's like, when you say, man, if we're not listening at this stage, then it's only going to get worse. And so I think we've entangled ourselves in a web of too much. There's so much that we are stuck, and nothing is fixing this. Nothing. We've done everything. Oh, we haven't done everything yet, but some of the other measures are very drastic, and I don't think it's going to bear fruit. So that's where we're at. So I guess my solution is to stress eat. Where am I going to park? Am I going to park here? The Rockstar parking here, or is there? Nope. That answers that question. I thought there was Rockstar parking on the other side. Oh, it looks like they're all full and everybody's wearing red. I wonder why that is. All right. Man, it is a beautiful day today. Let's go get some topic for Micah boomerang pattern. Of course we are sassified. Mile 12.4, exit 12A. There's an 18-wheeler. He's on fire and he doesn't know it. Yeah, I'm on I-35. Mile 13.2. There's an 18-wheeler. He's on fire. His rear axle is on fire. He doesn't know it, and he's a tanker truck. What? I can see smoke, and I can smell it. It's a silver tanker truck. I forgot to get the name of the transport company. Sorry. Mile 13.6.
Okay, is it northbound or southbound?
Northbound. I honked at him, I signaled, and he keeps on going.
Okay. We'll get this in, we'll let him know.
Yeah, he's got a silver tank. If I can get up close to him, I can read his company name. It looks like he might be trying to get over. I can't get past the traffic.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get this in, we'll let him know.
All right, thank you. Well, after seeing a tanker truck nearly catch on fire, I'm here to pick up something. Ugh, that was scary. Called 911, got transferred to Highway Patrol. The last I heard, they were going out. The fire department was going out in response, and whew, I don't know what he was hauling in that tank. I hope it was milk. Are we going to Doggy Funland, dogs? Jimmy, come on. Come on. We're going to Doggy Funland. Alright, doggies. Time for Doggy Funland. Are you excited to be here? Huh? Doggy Funland. Hey, say bye to your Jimmy. Spella. He's never coming back. That's the last time you'll see him. He's gone forever. What is this, Jimmy? Did you get shot right there? Bella is so happy. So happy. All right, doggies. Oh, first they couldn't wait to get in here. Now they can't wait to get out of here. Come on, let's go. Let him go pee-pee. I wonder when they're going to be done with that. Letting the dongs walk around before our appointment. We're trying a new to us place today. Inside the restaurant. I got the soup and salad with tomato soup. I don't know what Zach has. But Saya has lamb. Lentil soup. We are sassified. Thanks. And it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Woo-hoo. Brookside on this fine Saturday. There's where we just sat. And there's the rest of Brookside. Inside the coffee house. Coffee. And the kids have steamers. And the kids are very badly backlit. And the doggos are allowed, right, doggos? Right? What are you looking at, Spella? You give me a weird look. And this is where we are. We got. All right, give it to the pup cup. Oh boy, yum yum. Today has turned into a shopping day, and now we're going for the dog stuff. Dogs. Shopping for the dogs. So this is our shopping day, I guess. Yeah, well, too bad for Luke. I'm finding a place to park.
He's gonna try and stay with us.
I'm going into this store next door. The demarcation between the old week and the new week begins with this. And the new week is going to be a busy one. Maybe.
Your own responses have spoken in your favor. The Church, in the name of Christ, accepts their testimony and sends you to Bishop James Johnson.
The fam is already going in there. I needed coffee here in Columbus Park. Coffee. It is very busy this morning for some reason, and everybody's wearing red. I wonder what's going on. Jimmy is getting some secret love there. He's way too much. Coffee. And Spella doesn't know what to think. Spella! Everybody's drinking steamers. So we're giving Vietnam Cafe a try now. The old barber shop. The cafe. I'm gonna go get the car so the dogs won't be cold. It's a little chilly. In the low 40s. Everyone is all excited in the city for some reason. And I truly hope they win, even though in many ways it'd be more convenient for me if they didn't. But I hope they win, because dealing with a city full of happy drunks is much better than dealing with a city full of angry drunks. That's very selfish reasoning, but it's good for us if they win. Although some of the negatives are, some of the bravado and the bragginess of it. I think people should consider humility is the best way to be always. It's part of that being grateful kind of thing. And anything that increases gratitude and happiness is a good thing. Gratitude is happiness, according to our psychiatrist. And that's a great quote. One of the best I've ever heard. It's very true. I believe that. Vietnam Cafe. I got the pho, which I am sharing with Aunt Suyen. And Saya over here has a cup of water. Nothing but a cup of water. Ew, you got onions. What is that? Oh, thank you. What is that? Beef stew. Well, you can take the onions off. They're only on the top. And what does Luke have? It's an M3. An M3 Grant tank? Zach is eating lettuce. And he's having pho. And of course, a cup of water, which is in the way. And over everything on the TV is, of course, what's going on in... Oh, they're watching us. In Las Vegas. We are sassified.
Go! Okay. Thanks for coming to our clinic.
Just Saya.
The Mrs. and Saya are watching the Super Bowl, thus guaranteeing that they will lose. Nope, hold
They won't. Not with Taylor Swift.
on. Hold on. The Mrs. and Saya are watching the Super Bowl, thus guaranteeing that they will lose because every time we watch something, they lose. And we have Wangs. Frozen Wangs, but Wangs. And here in the back, the boys are working on their first IKEA project. Bunk bed, let's see. Oh, that's pretty sturdy.
Yes.
Yay. It's not wobbly at all, so you guys must be doing it right, we hope. But, you know, the joke is that IKEA is the cause of many a divorce. I think that's a Tina Fey joke. However, brothers cannot divorce, so.
What?
And
he's an outstanding player, and that's a huge loss.
Wow.
Great instincts.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, he had the 2 interceptions, including the game ender. He had the divisional playoff game against Green Bay.
Yeah. He can run.
Well, I'll leave it here. You heard it here first. If we lose,
Him and the tandem of Warner,
it's her fault.
about as good as he gets in the National Football League. That is a huge.
Tell us what happened on that final.
The Chiefs have won.
The call is different, but it's like the same exact motion as
And the doggy is scared.
He's a legend, man. He'll do that. And McCall Hardman, man.
It was a squeaker.
This year, being in that moment and making that play, that's special.
They just barely squeaked him.
It's the start of one. We're not done. I know we're going to celebrate tonight.
Here's the noise outside. War zone. Now things are going to get busy. Very busy. And in the meantime, the boys finished their bed with very little help from me. I only just gave them some advice on some things and check their progress and make sure they weren't screwing up. So I'm actually pretty proud of them. Hopefully this will keep the room from getting too messed up. You don't like the boom booms? You're going to go hide under the bed, huh, Spell? Huh, Spella? You're okay. Yeah, people are celebrating. Ooh, I'm out here barefoot and it's cold. Yeah. Ooh, I better go in because some of that sounds like gunshots. Some people are celebrating stupid. By the way, the hilarious thing is, as long as Suyen was watching, they, oh, we're still going. They were losing. And then there's Tay-Tay, I think. No, that's not Tay-Tay. As soon as she decided to stop watching and they started winning.